This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I know y'all scared out there. You definitely scared. You scared of the lint in your pocket. You're scared of the lint in your hair. And you're scared of the lint in your food. We're all scared. But guess what? Halloween lets us have fun with what scares us. But what are those fears that don't involve zombies or ghosts? Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them. Because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears in the first place and holding ourselves back. We all know the benefits of therapy, learning from positive coping skills, setting boundaries, empowering yourself to be the best version of yourself, right? So I want you to consider our sponsor, BetterHelp. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we joke and rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap your loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud.
No.
Don't get fired by your boss.
File unemployment.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House. Comedy Trap House.
Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. My name is Rome Green Jr. in the building. We got Cam.
Did he just freeze?
Yeah.
Is this a joke or is he really frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Why did he have to freeze right when he's about to introduce himself? Like he was talking fine this whole time.
Yeah, he's talking fine.
Trying to figure out my microphone. And
Technology. I guess we got a manual in the building.
I'm here.
Yeah, we lost Cam for a second. We are in Macon, so hopefully we won't have to start this over. If we do, then y'all won't see this. But
Both of y'all are Macon?
Yeah. He's
What
in
y'all
the
doing in Macon?
he's in the Boost Mobile area of Macon, obviously.
Yeah. They still got that 06 connection.
Yeah, they still trying to figure
People
it
with
out.
Boost Mobile still listen to Party Like a Rock Star as a ringtone.
They still got wallet chains with
They still got wallet chains. Talking about I got swag.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll hop back on. But yeah, we in Macon. I met up with him in Atlanta to drive down here to see my dad and then go back probably like Wednesday, Thursday.
Nice.
So down here with Big Slice.
Y'all get into anything?
Ain't nothing to get into out here.
What?
Ain't nothing to get into out in Macon. No.
All that making
Yep.
What y'all got out there again?
Yeah. All that woods out there.
It's
Absolutely, all that woods out there is
that's where the name Backwoods come from, right?
That's exactly where the name come from.
Right.
Okay, he made it back, y'all. He got his service back. Hey,
Yeah, I'm in the sticks.
in the sticks.
In the sticks.
Not in the six, I'm in the sticks.
Nah,
Now
so
y'all both are in Macon. Would you say that you're more on the countryside of Macon than Rome is?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Rome is in a big city. I'm in
Big city.
in the big city. He got all the modern conveniences and everything.
The big city.
All the stuff a TikTok kid would love. I'm in the sticks.
You know Cam in the sticks if he call him Macon, Georgia, the big city.
Well, Rome is the big city.
There's a Kroger.
Uh-oh.
There's definitely a Kroger. There's a Waffle House. Yeah, I guess he's right. That's a big city right there. I mean, he don't get no bigger than that. I don't know.
I look out my window, I see deer. He look out his window and he see women.
Nah, it's offense. It's offense outside.
I bet it's women outside that thing.
How you doing, man? Wait, are you in Cali? You in DC still?
I'm in DC for a couple more weeks,
Okay.
and yeah, be here, and then I
Hey,
might be headed to New York for a little bit.
New York.
New York City.
Did they catch that cucumber guy?
You know what? I haven't checked in, Cam. I'll be honest with you. Thank God my football team's winning, distracting this city from cucumber incidents and indictments. I mean, that nigga needs to be in jail with Diddy immediately. That's what he needs to be in jail.
Absolutely.
No, but that's not a punishment. He would enjoy that. So you can't go there.
Oh, he would be the one guy that would be happy to see Diddy. Okay.
that's
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
not punishment. Don't reward him.
Oh
that's
my
fair.
God. What happened? I mean, we just had to deal with the DC sniper years and years back, and now we got to deal with the DC
The
cucumber.
cucumber wiper.
The cucumber.
Cucumber wiper.
Didn't know the
Oh,
cucumber piper. That's what it is.
that's funny. But Cam, we were talking about when you was off. We was talking about we randomly brought up Party Like a Rock Star. Then start thinking about wallet chains. You remember the
Yeah.
wallet chain?
I had me about two, three of them things.
That two,
Was
three
it
wallet.
ever actually attached to your wallet?
No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
no, no,
no.
I don't think y'all actually.
no. It was just attached to the belt buckle part of my jeans. It just
Got you.
hanging like it was.
That's
Got you.
surprising, Cam. I thought you were more of a practical man. I thought you would be using it for safety. You know, you could have took advantage of that.
Mm-mm. It was all fashion, all fashion.
That's
You know?
fair.
That's
It's just,
why I never get mad when like Jim Jones come out and be like him and Dipset and them influenced fashion because they did. A lot of
Oh,
their stuff
definitely.
influenced fashion. They did for like a good 3, 4 years. They did.
they had the wallet chains on deck. They
I mean, you
yeah,
got to think even before that, Cameron was having niggas rocking pink for a minute.
man, yeah,
People
definitely
rocking
that.
pink polos, and
Yeah. Are you can you rock pink?
Yeah, I
uh,
wear pink.
No, I'm talking about
Mm.
man.
why are you smiling when you ask me that?
Yeah, that's I'm just
Why are you smiling?
because when I think about you, I'm trying to think of you in like a I can see you wearing a pink fur. I can see you wearing pink
A pink fur, dog.
Not in the fur, dog.
Yeah, I'm not in the fur
Too
either.
gaudy. That's
You
too
got me
gaudy.
trying to be called Zemanuels.
The man you wear.
You know what's funny though? I never really like looked at men wearing pink as a bad thing because my dad, they like so for people that don't know, he worked for the Bahamas Tourism Office and one of their uniform shirts were pink because it was like a flamingo thing. So it was like this bright pink shirt they used to wear sometimes to events and stuff. So I grew up so much seeing him wear that shirt that
Yeah.
I didn't look at men wearing pink as a bad thing, but that's the only time he would wear pink is when he was wearing that shirt for the uniform. But it just was normal in my eyes
I remember
Well,
niggas.
when's the last time you caught your dad talking to a man?
when I talked to him yesterday on the phone.
Pay close attention, Cam. You might hear when he's in that pink, you might hear a little that do these I say do though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you speaking, but
Yeah.
that's
I remember niggas going to
I'm sorry, wrong, but pink
go
don't
ahead.
count when you in the Bahamas or from the Bahamas or you from islands and stuff. Like that's automatically, it's like you just fit in. You know what I mean? You could put on pink over there. It ain't gonna be. It's like when y'all say all white all week in some places, like you can rock.
but
You
you
can
know
rock.
what's funny? When I go to Bahamas, I don't really see men wearing pink. It was just that was their uniform shirt for special certain events they had to go to recognize.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I didn't see men wearing pink, honestly.
I'm just saying, if I see him wearing pink or something like this, or tie-dye colors, or any of those,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like shocked or nothing. I'm not
because
gonna
of
be
the
shocked
tropical
here, but
climate. It's a
yeah,
tropical climate where people wear is warmer, we wear brighter colors. So
right.
I'm used to just wearing bright colors. Like a lot of my stuff is bright, still is.
Dudes used to go to the like them city trends places and and get tall pink tees.
Oh
Like,
my God, tall
tall,
pink, the tall tees.
tall tees with pink, the red, white. I'm like, tall tees was that's a wild time. That's a
And
wild.
that was a time where everyone could feel comfortable. They didn't feel like it was like some like status thing because
Yeah,
everyone was wearing white tees. So anyone could get dressed. It was more about back then, it was about your shoes. Like
yeah.
people would have a white tee, some jeans, and then their shoes would be what separate the boys from the men, I guess.
Not
But it,
not not really though, even because even if you had some clean white Air Forces, which were the
True.
cheapest out of, I think they've
Mhm.
been $70 for 70 years or something like, but
Something like
Until
that.
Nelly
until,
dropped doing that.
yeah, it went from
To
65 to
100.
70 after Nelly dropped Air
It
Force.
went to 100.
Did it really?
Yeah, it went to 100.
Ain't no way Air Forces are 100 now.
I don't know about now, but back then it did, and now they was hot because I remember growing up from like sixth grade all the way until maybe mid high school, I would get two pairs of shoes every year. It was a white pair and a black pair. And usually I'll just get Air Forces. And I remember one
Yeah.
year I got lucky and was able to get some red and white Air Maxes and stuff when I started making money for myself. But usually, especially middle school, is I get a white pair and a black pair. And I never was into high top. I always like low top, so I always get the low top ones. I only
I
had
think
one pair of high top white Air Forces.
like I had mid, like because low, my foot too long, so it looks super long. High, I think I might have, but I think I was like a mid,
Yeah.
like
Mids
a
were popular like in middle school, beginning of high
yeah.
school.
I feel like
But
I
them
had.
lows with some jeans, man, that's where
Oh
it's at.
yeah,
Lows
that's
with
it.
some jeans and a white tee. As long as you clean, you got that, you look clean in school, you fresh. That's it.
But it was one key ingredient. It was one key ingredient. Yeah, it was one key ingredient to the standard O02 to 067 fit for a man.
Okay.
That we can't forget.
Hmm.
And anybody that was around during that time, Gen Z and everybody, they won't understand. Only we understood because we understood that ball is life. So you had to have your ball shorts up under. You had to have your
Ah,
shorts up under
we
ready.
we
To,
just
That stopped mid high school though, because
yeah,
it
mid
started
high
getting too
school.
hot. Middle school for sure.
Yeah, had to have it up under. It's
Yeah,
I
just
mean, we were basically the beginning of abortion.
yeah, we was cooking our sperm.
We were cooking them. We were cooking them. We
was
were
definitely gonna. When you think about that right now, it sounds terrible. It
what?
sounds
It
like
Putting
sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it
putting
sounds very
shorts on?
yeah,
Oh
putting
my
shorts
God,
on.
under your
It sounds,
jeans? That
it
sounds
sounds,
terrible.
and I think what makes it terrible, like I don't think it would be as bad as like because right now I got on regular like gym shorts. Like we would have thick basketball short,
Yeah,
long, thick basketball
yeah.
shorts up the jeans.
What the fuck? Were we cowboys? What the hell was going on? It's
No,
like
we
we
were just
trying to
ready at
protect our
all times.
ass.
We was
You got
ready at all
yeah,
times for
somebody
whatever.
gonna challenge you, yeah, it's whatever.
That's
Like
true.
what
That's true.
think about it. Like let's really get into the in-depth science behind it. You got basketball. You ready for anything?
Right.
Um,
Fight.
durable,
A fight.
definitely, yeah,
You ready
definitely
for a
durable to a
fight?
fight. Definitely to
Even
a
though I
fight.
never seen a lot of niggas throw off their pants before fights.
You know what they should have? They
If they
should have.
had time, if they had time,
Yeah,
Can you
they had
imagine
time.
niggas
if it
saying,
just
hold up, nigga?
if you just pulled up on them, then you can't because
Yeah,
you in the midst of it. But if you know it's coming, like
Yeah.
okay, buddy coming, all right,
yeah. Let
it's
me
gonna
get
be
to
That's
it.
hilarious,
It's not
dog.
do it.
so that just in case you got to go to your lady house after the high school, game or so
Oh
you
yeah,
got.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Know what I'm
yeah,
saying you got your basketball shorts on,
yeah. Oh
ready to
yeah.
go. What else? What else could you do? I mean, those are the main. Those are main three. But most
Practice.
Right.
importantly,
Most of us had practice at the school that was athletes. So I don't
right?
know about y'all
Right.
two, but that was for that too.
Pussy ass
I
nigga.
hate this nigga, dog.
I'm just
Running
pleased.
after the bus after school though. Running.
Running after the bus.
You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want your jeans on. You probably got to run with your
You
jeans in
you
your
ain't
hand.
got time to take your jeans off. You run after the bus. You gotta get to it.
I didn't get to ride the bus until high school.
What?
Yeah, because I never went to a school I was supposed to go to until high school.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
So
you
I
thought
always had to get a ride to school. So ninth grade was my first time ever riding the bus. And then by the time we got to 11th grade, we all started driving stuff. So I'll be getting picked up. And then 12th grade, I finally got a car mid-year, and I was just driving. But
So that first year of riding the bus, were you nervous to get on the bus that first time? Be honest. 'Cause
nervous about what?
a lot of kids, it's new. I don't know if it was just for high school, the first year of high school,
Not
but
necessarily because I knew, it pick you up at your neighborhood. So you know all those people in your neighborhood. So when I
Yeah.
get on the bus, it's just everybody I already knew.
do you remember what you wore?
Yeah, ninth grade, I wore this. It's funny. I'll never forget it. I remember ninth grade and 10th grade is the only outfits I remember what I wore first day of school. So ninth grade, I wore this red and gray bow set
Mm.
with these these jeans that had these red stripes in them or something. I think they were bro jeans, was funny, shorts with those red and white Air Maxes I was talking about I had.
That's hilarious.
And then I remember in 10th grade, my first day outfit was a big white tee, but I had a Sean John jean jacket set. So like a light blue baggy. I had some white Air Forces. I had a white headband too, and I had an S curl.
Mm.
Oh yeah, oh, that's what's up.
Fresh.
You
With
remember
a
yours?
big chain too, huge chain I got from the flea market with the like. I don't know if you in y'all area this is popular, but you can go to a flea market and they could like laser print a picture on like this. I don't know what they called that back then, but then it
Yeah,
had diamonds around it. So yeah, fresh.
that nigga's chain was made of quartz.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What was what about you, man? You remember your ninth grade fit or no?
Not ninth grade fit, but I do specifically remember my seventh grade fit because I thought I was doing something coming with a FUBU whole set on. Nigga, I had the FUBU button down type of thing. The little short sleeve,
Yeah,
you remember me?
platinum FUBU or regular FUBU?
I think it was regular FUBU. It was like you remember how you remember how nerds some people used to rock the Dragon Ball Z or like button ups like the short sleeve button ups the anime and stuff and beyond. Well, mine
Hmm.
was FUBU, and I came with FUBU shoes too.
Fubu
I had a
shoe.
pair of FUBU shoes.
I
I had a
had
pair of
FUBU
FUBU shoes.
shoes,
Oh
nigga.
yeah, I had a pair of FUBU shoes.
Nigga, I walked into school, bro. I walked in my classroom. One of my homies said, nigga, what FUBU stand for? Force Bama's United? I was like, oh, damn.
How you gonna
Every
say
black time.
Bama's when it's a up north brand?
Exactly. They're making fun of They said for Bama was like a insult. It wasn't
Yeah,
necessarily Alabama, but just a Bama. When they just call you a Bama ass nigga, like you just a country bumpkin, I guess, type of
yeah,
dude. And
country.
so
But
he
that's what I'm
said,
saying.
Force
I get
Bama's
what they
United.
saying, but it don't make sense that FUBU, is a more of a up north brand. So the fact they would associate
I
it
don't
with
think they were thinking that much into it in middle school, Karen.
Yeah.
the most important thing you should have said you had a head full of hair. That's what you
Yeah, at
were.
that time,
Seventh
right.
grade.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, the good old days.
I know I had my ninth grade was a Michelin Ness Carolina jersey with the Carolina Air
Michelin
Force.
Ness.
Oh, your mama loved you. She got you a Mitchell and Ness jersey.
Right.
That's expensive back then.
Yeah, no, yeah, it wasn't real. But
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
it was
So
Michelin stress.
Michelin.
It was Malone and Ness.
Malone and Ness.
Oh,
I remember that. But I was thinking about this too with throwbacks. Price wise, were they expensive? Like if we looked at it now, would we say that's expensive, or would we say that makes sense?
it
Like if
was
it was
it was expensive at its time,
at
yeah.
its time.
But
Okay, I didn't
now
know.
it wouldn't be expensive based on where inflation is. But back then, yeah, those throwbacks were
So,
expensive.
so back then, so if it was
A
like,
real one was expensive.
I'm trying to think how much. Can I Google how much it was back then?
I'll tell you though, one thing that I do now that I did back then that I still do now, which is funny, and it was me and my friend Daniel in sixth grade that started doing it. We just started wearing Hawaiian shirts in sixth grade.
Mm.
We just liked them. We rock with these Hawaiian shirts, these floral and these colorful shirts. And it's funny, I still do that till this day.
All right, I'm about to share this page. Hold on, we about to look at this.
Make sure you do that.
Oh, you
But I'll
got
tell you what, in the throwback game, nobody was messing with Fabulous. Fabulous had that
yeah,
lane on lock. He had it every jersey.
oh,
Imagine
video. You gotta give
I
me
did it.
permission. Oh, you did it. Okay, bet.
every jersey imaginable. I think he was more known for his jerseys than his raps.
So right now, I'm on
Dog, this thing on the Michelin Nest site.
300 for the Vince Carter,
Oh yeah, I
300
would have never got that.
300 for the Kobe. But this is right now.
But back in
It
1998,
was that expensive too
nah.
back then. It was
Yeah,
hundreds, 200.
Yeah. My
That's
parents would
expensive.
have never got me this.
I think that's one of the best jerseys ever made in NBA history. Those original Orlando,
yeah, them joints
So
fire.
fire. So fire.
fire. Like that blue is fire, man.
Derrick Rose, Green, Chicago Bull. We got Bill Walton, Portland.
Are
Everybody had,
jerseys back? Are people rocking jerseys like
Yeah,
out and about?
jerseys are back. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
jerseys are back.
You rocking jerseys. A lot of people had the Iverson, the six. I remember a lot of people had the
But are
Iverson.
jerseys back for like 35 and up?
Yeah, everybody wearing jerseys.
Yeah,
Okay,
it-
everybody.
They having jersey parties and stuff. Everybody wearing
Yeah.
jerseys.
and I think the
I've been
baby
wearing jerseys.
and the baby was wearing a lot of them in his music videos. But yeah, so
Mm.
about 300. I guess looks like the top ones about the Vince Carter, Kobe, all that, like 300.
Vince Carter was so fire as a basketball
Yeah,
player.
Vince Carter was great.
He was having fun in Toronto.
Hell yeah.
If he was single, boy, he was having fun. And that's
Absolutely.
before we knew about Toronto like that. How, you know,
It must have been a hidden gem for him too. Like, oh, they don't know about this in America.
because he probably was mad. Y'all shipping me to Canada, and then he got up
Right.
there. You know what? I can do this. I can do this.
I got something about the St. Lunatics, but before I move to that, I got to talk about
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's something that scares you? Is it heights, spiders, clowns? Maybe it's your crazy ex. Well, no matter how big or small it is, Halloween lets us have fun with what scares us. But what about those fears that don't involve zombies or ghosts? Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them. Because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears in the first place and holding ourselves back. Therapy can be helpful in so many ways, and that's why today we suggest BetterHelp for you. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries, and empowers you in the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma and hurt in their lives. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapist anytime for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/traphouse today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/traphouse.
so me, Big Slice Senior, and one of his friends was out talking in the garage yesterday, and it because they was drinking, and it was just funny.
You said Big Slice and Big Slice Senior?
No, Big Slice Senior because I'm junior.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
Yeah, and then one of his friends was there.
Okay.
JJ?
No, it wasn't Jay. There was another guy named Greg. But we was kicking it, and they were telling me about this guy that they know where I think he 56 or something like that. He got cancer, but since he was probably like 40 years old, he only deal with women 21 to 29.
That's my type of name.
And he's very serious about it, like to the point where I think like they were at some event, and like I guess he's a handsome older man, and one of the girls was talking to him, and they said he asked her, he was like, "How old are you?" She was like, "Oh, I'm 30." He was like, "Oh," he said, "Let me tell you something. My finances and everything, they pretty much stop running at 29, and you cross the threshold." He said, "I don't deal with nothing over 29." And she was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah." Even to the point where his ex-wife, I guess she's divorcing her recent husband now, and he got a lake house. And so I guess she called to say, "I want to move, can I move back in the lake house?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's fine, but just know I'm not gonna fuck you." He said, "I'm not gonna."
Because hold on, it's his ex-wife?
No, because she 50 something.
But that's his ex-wife.
He said she passed the threshold. He said, "I'm not doing it." I said, I'm out there laughing, dog.
That's insane.
It was so fun. He said he is dead ass. He do not play around with it. I
I don't
said,
know
Ah,
how he deal with anything. I don't even want to be, man.
nah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Give me
But
late 20s into the 30s. Like
that's a
that
different
21, he crazy.
that's a different
He got
energy.
a lot of patience to be
Yeah,
dealing
he
with
got a lot of
21 year
patience.
old.
He
sounds like
was
a
like,
good man.
he basically just like, hey, this is what it is, and this is what it's gonna be. Oh, and then Greg was telling us a story about military story. This was more so he said so he in Thailand, and I guess stuff be cheap in Thailand, but sometimes some places try to get over on you, like charge you extra because you American and stuff like that. So I guess he was
Which
at
is
this.
crazy because even if they charge you extra, it's still gonna be super cheap.
Yeah, but I guess back then, I think he said he was in Thailand for 8 months. I believe this was Thailand. Yeah, for 8 months. And so he said he had this spot. I forgot if it was like a bar or like a massage place, whatever. But he said they were like 100. He was like, okay. So he pulled out 100 baht, which is, of course, their money, which is cheap. He was like, no, 100 USD. He said, you shitting me? And so they was like, no, 100 USD. You not leave. He said, motherfucker, I'm not paying 100 US dollars for what y'all just gave me. It's not happening. He said so, and he was like back then. He was like, I'm stocky. He was like, I'm a big dude, and so they went and got another guy. I guess they big dude, but he was still small to me. But he was like kind of muscular. He said
Right.
100, and so he stood in front of him, and then he said the big dude's in front of him, and he said like a movie. They got him in a horseshoe. He says like two or three on this side, two or three on this side. He said he about half a mile from the Marine base where everybody at. So he's like, all right. He said 100, cool. He said he reached in his pocket and he knew. He said, all right, I got one shot. I'm gonna turn around and buddy in front of me. He getting it. So he said he reached in his pocket. He was all right. Let me get you the money. He said he came back out. Boom, hit him. So he stumbled. He said he ran straight for the door. He said, I go straight to the door. He said, I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm running. He said, so I get back to the base. He said, get back to the base. And I guess they had somebody from Thailand at the base that kind of dissolved the situation. So he said, I'm thinking everything cool. He said, like an hour go by, he said, they in there kicking it. He said, so like four of them is like left in there. Everybody else left. 4 or 5 of them. He said, they walk out. He said, it was like a movie. He said, he said it had to be 15, 20 of them outside waiting on us.
Outside the base.
Yeah, because everybody left. So they wasn't maybe right on the base, but
Right.
Oh, so he didn't go to the base after this.
he went so it's not, I guess, okay, base might be the wrong word, but it was where all of his people was. It might not have been like base, but it was like it was a camp
Okay.
where.
Why wouldn't he go home? That's stupid. You know they're gonna be looking.
But this is where this is where his homies was. So I guess he went back to
But
where.
did he have to go anywhere afterwards, or could he stay there?
No, that's what I'm saying. He stayed there. This is like an hour or two later.
Oh,
He
right,
still
right, right.
stayed there. So
And
they
they
think
still, and they
he's not,
still
they're not
there.
thinking nothing about it. They say they didn't went in there, they talking, he telling them
Right.
about what happened, this and that, third. He said like 2 hours go by, and they're not thinking that. So it's like 4 or 5 of them left in there. They go to walk out. He said it's like 15, 20 of them. He said they all was like, well, we not getting that. We got scrapped. So they, he said it looked, because some of them small, he said, but they coming from everywhere. He said one dude, he said he didn't see a buddy up here. One dude jumped down with a chair, and he said the
Oh
chair,
my God.
he showed me the scar on his back. The piece of the chair went into his back when he jumped down. And I was like, oh, I know this.
Like a wooden chair or something?
Like a wooden chair. I was like, fuck. They said it was like this close from hitting this spine. I was like, nigga, like
nigga.
they out there scrapping till they came and people was breaking. I was like, no, that sounds great. I said for $100, I was like, do you wish you would have just gave him $100? He was like, shit, yeah, man, that chair hurt. He said, I wish I just gave it 100.
Bruh, I could take
He's
a
like, but I
punch.
was young. I think he said he was like 27. He was like, I was young and it was in shape, so I'm thinking like, whatever. I ain't worried, but I fight whoever. And Marine niggas, they like, I'm with it. Like, well, let's do it.
I could take a punch, but a giant splinter? I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
nah. That sounds crazy.
It's been so long since I took a punch. I don't know if I can take a punch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't say if I can or not at this point. It's been a
That's,
long time. But did you also can tell by the time it was Slice Jr., JJ, and me.
oh yeah. So Cam comes because my little brother got to play a game on it was supposed to be Thursday, but weather and hurricane also. That's what
Friday. Probably Friday.
it was Saturday. Yeah, that was Saturday.
No, I'm saying it was supposed to be
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, it's supposed to be Friday, but yeah, they moved Saturday.
Right.
So we drove down here. And so it's me, Cam, my dad's friend JJ, and my dad. And so we going to watch my brother play. First off, it wasn't a cloud in the sky at first, and it was hot. It was hot out there. I said, and this is my brother's first daytime game. Because remember, these high school games be at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the evening time. So my dad was like, I don't know how it's gonna be because this their first daytime game, and your brother was up last night. And so he was like, we'll see. They got destroyed. First off, they got destroyed. But I will say it wasn't my brother's fault. That was a good part. It wasn't his fault. But they got destroyed. It was just bad. It was bad play calling. It was bad quarterbacking. It wasn't good. It just wasn't good. The two passes that they did look and throw my brother away, he caught it. But Cam out there calling plays for the coach because he was like, Cam was like, I might as well go down there because they
had some of the worst coaches ever. First, I didn't even know the head coach was the head coach because the guy I thought was the head coach doing all the yelling and screaming turned out not to be the head coach. So that lets me know what is the head coach doing. I didn't even notice him. But they just kept doing the same thing over and over, would not make any adjustments. It was getting ran on like Dallas Cowboys. It was just bad. It was just bad. It was really bad. It was just so obvious. I'm calling things out from the stands like, hey, this safety about to come down the slot corner about the blitz. They did it about 5 times in a row. I called it every time, and they would not make an adjustment. I'm like, what is going on? If I can see it from the stands, why can't they see it? It'll be times where his brother is split out wide, one corner on him, no safety over top. I'm talking about the safety playing the middle of the field.
That's
and
easy.
Yeah, playing the middle of the field and more leaning towards the other side of the field.
Right.
I'm like, throw a freaking fade to his man's brother, even just to back them off.
Yeah.
But they don't have. Is the quarterback like a running quarterback type of?
He trash. He threw about 3 interceptions, but I'm saying to help him out, instead of having him throw across the middle, having to read coverage, let him snap the ball because the O-line don't give him that much time. Have him just turn and throw a fade to his brother. I'm just telling you, I'm like, or the passer they did throw to his brother was like short hitches. Like he would do 3 yards and stop, he would catch it. I like double move this guy because as soon as his brother would catch it, the corner would crash down. Like coming immediately to tackle him. Double move him. Throw deep.
And the coach was, and that's what my brother said that they got plays designed for that, but the quarterback don't look to the right side. He didn't look to the right side, but 2-3 times we was like, no, what's going on? Like, so when my brother came in, we came back to the house.
Before you get there, before you get to him coming to the house, it was a time he finally looked to the right, Emmanuel. This man's brother is coming across the middle wide open. I guess the defense was playing zone. So they wasn't like playing man follow wide open. The quarterback look at him. I'm like, finally throw it. This man looked like for 2 seconds at his brother crossing the middle, turn back to the left, throw an interception. I was like,
oh my God.
I looked at them. I said, if I drove here, I would have left right now. If I rode with his dad, I had to stay to receive the
we was over there making jokes. My dad and his friend making old jokes. And it was just funny. I was like, this is funny.
And then the last thing, it was a play at the end of the game. So it's like 48. It's like 42-3.
Yeah.
And the quarterback scrambles for some reason, finally gets it and runs for like 50 yards, gets tackled at the 1. It's 58 seconds at this time. The coach don't call a timeout. So the clock is just going down. They get to run one more play. They run, they get stopped. Now it's like 20 seconds. I'm like, call a timeout so they can get a score, like for morale, something. He never called a timeout.
Yeah, it was
I'm like,
weird.
what are they doing?
It was weird. I was like, what the? So I guess this week they
Damn.
said my brother was like, I don't know what was wrong with the quarterback. He said usually not that he second guessing himself, usually not like that. He was like, yeah, that was their worst game just because they was just he was like, I don't know what the quarterback was doing. But then
One
we
more thing. One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. So it was this player, number 4 on their team. He's a receiver, senior. He's
Mhm.
supposed to be the number 1 receiver. So they say. First play of the game, kickoff. He on kick return. He muffs it. The ball is
Damn.
going towards the opposite team. Luckily, he ran and got on top of it. So fine. Next kickoff, because the team scores, they kick it to him again. He drops that one, but it
Oh
rolls
my
and
God.
bounce. I'm like, this dude hands is a little suspect. And then there was a play where he's running a post in the middle. The quarterback throw it. It was a little bit high, but he got his hands on it, dropped it. It would have been a touchdown or bare minimum on the one. I
hmm
said, all right, this dude needs to go to corner.
hmm
As any receiver that can't catch got to go to corner. So then he come to the sideline. The quarterback warming up, throwing the passes to somebody. I see number 4 come over there. I'm like, all right, yeah, he need to go over there and practice. First pass, the quarterback throw to him, he drop it. I said, I'm done with him.
Dog, that's
I'm
hilarious.
done with him. I'm done with him.
He must be
And he
just
dropped
fast
it
or
on the
something.
sideline too.
Yeah, but I told my brother too. I was like, "You're a senior. Like, let them know. Like, throw me the ball. Like, I'm catching what you're throwing. Throw me the
Right.
ball. like,
What
get
game is this? This was his first game of the season?
no, it's like maybe their fourth, like their fourth
Fourth?
game.
Okay.
It was like, throw me.
Dang, man.
I said, you got to get mad in there. You got to tell them like, look, throw me the ball, man. Like, this is what I'm open, or like, let them
Tell
know.
him to
But
give a speech in the locker room.
like a
Listen, we can do this, fellas. Y'all just gotta give me the ball.
give me the
Oh, I can't
ball.
play no
That
more.
don't always work because then you can still get beat. Mike did that, and it got beat.
Mike did that.
Yeah, the
That's
first game after I got hurt and I was on the sideline after my surgery on crutches, he said that during halftime he gave a speech to tell them they got to do it for me and this and that. They came out there. I was like, well, I guess that didn't work. Y'all got whooped. They got destroyed.
of course, we came back to the crib, and the Ethiopian food was waiting on the boys. So had to dig in with that. That was delicious, absolutely
Oh,
delicious. But then my brother came in. We talked to him, and he was just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of them games. He don't know what's going on. But the funniest part is all 4 of us over there. I was like, we are hanging with the elders, man. The unks and the elders. I told King Unc, we officially Unc. Like that's where we at. That's where we at. So we got to accept our uncle status. I don't know if it comes with any type of per diem or any type of
Yeah, you
uh
get a letter in the mail. Comes
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
on the second week of uncleness.
Oh, second. Okay,
and,
okay.
and the letter says maybe time for you to get a
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, it
Okay.
comes with a whole thing, a form. You got to get your butt checked.
Okay.
They
Okay,
also
cool.
check. They go over a bunch of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay,
they
okay.
told Diddy he had enough checks. He good.
Oh yeah,
He kept
Oh
coming. He
yeah.
kept coming back for. They
Yeah,
said
yeah.
you ain't got to do this every week. You're gonna
oh
do it
yeah.
once a year, Diddy.
All they did was pull his pants down, and they saw his butthole from a mile away.
That's crazy.
They say ain't nothing in there. They said if it is in there, it got pushed up further.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my.
Let me tell. So we were talking about Nelly earlier. So I seen this article randomly the other day. When was this? They said Nelly is sued by former Saint Lunatic bandmates over claims he denied them songwriting credits on his 2000 debut album. So Saint Lunatic's members Ali Murphy Lee, Keywan, and Lavelle Webb filed a copyright infringement complaints against
Is
Nelly.
Lavelle the one with the mask?
Gotta be. Yeah, gotta be masked up Webb. So he filed a complaint against Nelly in New York court on September 18th, alleging that the rapper manipulated them for years by falsely promising they receive credit and therefore royalties on 8 of his songs. It eventually became clear that Nelly had no intention on providing the plaintiffs with any such credit or recognition. The complaint, which was obtained by People, says not only did Nelly fraudulently represent the others that he was a writer and or creator of the songs, He also allowed other individuals within his circle to receive credit and publishing income for songs written by plaintiffs. So the complaint alleges that between 93 and 97, the plaintiffs did most of the group songwriting, while Nelly's talent lay more in performing. In 2000, the St. Lunatic signed a record deal with Universal, and Nelly did the same as a solo artist. His album was set to be released first, so the plaintiffs started writing lyrics to what would become the 8 songs in questions, according to the complaint. So here are the songs: Still the Show, Thicky Thick Girl, Country Grammar, which was a banger, Rap Something, Batter Up, which was a banger, Is You, Go, and Give Me What You Got.
That's some terrible English.
They say Nelly never disputed the fact that they wrote and arranged the lyrics, and they claim to have a video of their recording sessions during which Nelly freely admits that they are the writers of the songs on Country Grammar. Country Grammar came out in 2000 and went on to sell more than 10 million copies. The plaintiff's only studio album, Free City, came out in 2001 and sold more than 1 million copies. Still the Show, Thicky Thick Girl, Country Grammar, Rap Something, and Batter Up are all featured on Country Grammar, while Is You is Nelly's 2003 album. So yeah.
What's crazy about that, 2 weeks ago, I played Country Grammar driving down to Macon, so I gave them some more streams, more revenue.
And Country Grammar went off. It's like, if they ain't get paid, you gotta come get that. I gotta come get that.
You believe it though? Do you think?
I think so. I mean,
if they got footage, that's all they need.
Yeah,
and he's saying it, and you see them right. And
he didn't deny it. He didn't deny it. He freely admitted that they was writers on the album. So it's like, you gotta get them their bread.
So they're suing. They're not suing Nelly. They're suing Universal.
No, they're suing Nelly.
They're suing Nelly.
But how can they sue Nelly? Like, wouldn't they sue the record label that owns the music? I'm sure Nelly doesn't own his music.
I mean, they may be in it, but he was the one making the promises. He admitted to it, so they suing him.
Yeah, they suing Nelly.
Sorry, Nelly. I guess it's going down, baby.
Yes, it is. Hey, but if you ain't paying people their money, especially
on a smash like that.
Yeah, all of them didn't go on to have solo careers per se. Murphy Lee did a little bit, but
we just gotta come to the conclusion. Everybody does that. The music industry is the worst industry in America.
Sure, it's definitely one of the worst.
There's probably about 4 or 5 worse, but it's one of the top ones for sure. If I had a daughter that said she wanted to go in the music industry, I'd rather she become a murderer than go into the record industry. I'd rather see her going to jail on First 48 than being in the music industry. That's how bad it is.
It do be some shiesty stuff. Since we're talking about music too, we didn't get to, I think we were offline by the time. Yeah, I don't think this was before we recorded last time, but so I think me and Cam had the same experience. So Future had a mixtape or album, whatever. It had some music drop, new album, which is like his 3rd thing this year. So I'm in the gym when I seen it because I didn't even know. So I'm in the gym when I seen it. I was like, all right, well, I'm on the treadmill. Let me pop it on and see what's going on. And so first song comes on, and it was a little interesting. So I was like, all right, cool. The beats was going off. Second song, it was, but by the 3rd song, I was like, oh, I see what this is. I don't know if I can continue listening to this because it was really dark. Like I think Cam got the lyrics. Yeah, Cam got the lyrics, and I was like, and I think we turned it off. It's funny, we didn't he didn't tell me the album was out. I didn't know, but we had the same experience. So I guess you can read the lyrics.
Yeah, this was the 3rd song, and this was when I turned it off. I just can't do it right now. Dropping the top on a bird. I've been pushing the coop through the slums. What you been doing? Smacking this bitch off a perk. I done hit her. She speaking in tongues. I'm covered in beads. Fucking the check up, get it right back because I'm one of them ones. Free band's life. Got them demons with me. Got the devil with me like a rocket I'm launching. Fuck golden to max. I polluted in my cup. Ain't no love for no slut. Bitch, I'm the Don. And I was like, all right, I'm done with all the devil stuff.
Wow. I was the same way.
Hey,
He was like, I got demons with me to death. And that wasn't the first time. He said something like kinda on the first two songs. I was like,
And that's what I was saying about this whole Kendrick thing when he says like the industry got to be cleaned up and they're like he can't be collabing with a Future when he talking like this. That's not good for the culture. All this devil talk, all this demon stuff, talking about polluted cups, like it's just not good.
and I'm
That's the
so
issue.
and granted, go ahead, man.
Wop, wop.
Oh. And granted, he the beats was cool and all that stuff, but it's just like I was like, all right, Future, like we, I get it. I get it. Like I kind of am over that part of Future, but that's just him. So I can't even be mad. That's just him.
The devil stuff is him. Or are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I mean he been
Yeah,
like
he
All of
done
them
that
be
a lot.
saying all that stuff. The
Yeah, a
demon
lot
and
of them do. That's
all
very
that
true.
stuff.
so I'm just like I'm just not in that space frequency wise, spiritually wise. I'm just like because it honestly just felt like a lot. As soon as I heard, I was like, oh. I was like, that's
And
a
you know
lot.
what's crazy about it? That's like that beat goes so hard.
It
So what
do.
he's rapping on it is nice. But it's like as soon as he said that, I'm saying as soon as he said demons, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. I can't, I don't know. It just affects me way more than it used to do. I never liked it, but for some reason right now, I just can't. I don't even want to play with it. It's just like I don't like this.
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
like
interesting.
this. Not playing
Wait,
with that.
Cam, you always like kind of darker music though.
Yeah, but they don't have to be talking about the devil. It could be a dark beat. It could be,
Yeah.
but when you talking about you got demons with you, you got the devil with like, I can't right now. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
feel
just
you. I've been off that shit a minute. Like that
felt
it
like
just
a lot. Yeah.
annoys me.
I'm about to say you've been more so listening to podcasts and stuff, hadn't you? Like more so the like or audible books and stuff, or have you been listening to music too?
I mean, I listen to music, but like not as I try to listen out for good stuff. I'll put it
Yeah,
that way. When it's good, I appreciate it. But a lot when I hear stuff become the same or that devilish stuff, that's been going on since when
for
we were in
sure.
college. People
Yeah,
were
yeah.
doing that, artists were doing that and shit and trying to make themselves look like they're Illuminati and all that. Come to find out with Diddy now, I guess it's all real.
Yeah.
But
So it
you
is.
know, but like for instance, I guess we could kind of talk about this, but J. Cole released some new music
Yeah,
this weekend, and that one with T Grizzly goes off.
it do go
Did
off.
y'all
Yeah,
hear that one?
I heard that one.
Cam,
He
you
was right.
I haven't heard the full song. I heard J. Cole's verse.
Yeah,
bro, that shit goes
yeah.
off. And I was just so happy to hear bars and T Grizzly went off. Everybody just went
He
off.
hit or miss for me. I didn't really care for him on that song, but the song do.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, he kind of hit or miss for me. I do like Tigre, but he hit or miss for me sometimes. But him and J.
Oh, I
Cole.
thought you were talking about Cole
No, no,
missed
no,
for you.
no, no, no.
Okay.
Cole's part was fire. Cole's part was like T.
Cole
Grizzly
went
came
off.
on. It almost like they didn't match well to me on that song, but it wasn't bad. But J. Cole, he did go off. He was rapping.
Bro, listen to it again. That shit, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
with the video, I was like, that's a good song to drop post all the stuff, kinda, even though we're still seemingly in the midst of it. But
But
I don't know. I thought it was
he featured on another song too. Did you hear
yeah,
that?
with
Daylight.
Drake's Ghostwriter, right?
Daylight.
Yeah,
Daylight.
Daylight. Yeah,
Daylight.
he and I like that song too. I thought
Yeah,
it's a little slower, but it's less. This one with T Grizzly was more of the bop, I think.
yeah.
But he got bars on both of them, so I appreciate it.
The comments.
That's nothing we never downplayed he could rap.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, no. But he talking that talk too in there, like he
And
ain't-
people were saying they don't like it.
You can't
Really?
Yeah, people saying that part of it they don't like. They said after you backed out, they're like, we don't want it. It don't hit the same. They were saying it don't hit the same for them when he talked like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
can't
people
be-
definitly feeling like that about Drake now. Right
I
now,
can't be
'cause
mad.
what'd you say?
I said people. Well, go ahead, Rome. I don't want to cut you off real quick.
Nah, I know, but he was saying people got to feel like that about Drake, but
No, I
Why?
said people feel like that about Drake as well
No.
too.
I doubt it because
Oh.
Drake stepped up to the plate. That's so he can't.
Drake stepped
Yeah,
up to
but
the
he
plate and
got-
battled 20 people.
Yeah,
Exactly, and he's suffering the consequences of failure.
How's he's the number one stream artist of 2024? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, people saying
Yeah,
he's he lost the battle, but he won the
Culturally.
war if it's about numbers.
Well, I don't want to go back into this debate, but he's worse off. He lost the battle way worse off than J. Cole. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah, but I'm saying what
His
people are saying about
perception,
J.
his
Cole.
perception's kind of in a not the best place right
But
now.
not when it come to rap. They're not telling he don't need to rap. Like
When they saying J. Cole, yes,
Well,
he
they
can
didn't
rap.
say J.
But they
Cole
say
can't rap.
when J. Cole is saying like he's the best and no one wanted with him, they don't like that again.
yeah, they can't. Yeah,
They saying that don't hit for them. They're not saying the whole verse don't hit. They saying when you start talking like that, it don't feel the same. That's what they were saying in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I see in the comments for Drake too. A lot of people are saying that. That's all I'm saying. Like I see for both kind of losers of this battle. I see. Even I was talking to my brother who, to his claim, was Drake was his number one guy, and he was like, "It just don't hit the same no more right now, bro. It just don't." I was like, "Okay," and then I hear from his friends. I'm like, "Okay." They said the same thing. I'm listening to comments, listening to people real life, and it's like, okay, something's
Hey, I
not
guess for me,
connecting.
I don't know
I
that
heard he
I'm up,
dropped a
boy.
bunch of new songs and
I'm
stuff,
up
but
is hitting.
Yeah,
That I'm up is hitting.
for
He
me,
rap, bro. Yeah, it's hitting.
I give him respect just to step up to the plate. That's the only thing that J. Cole is like. I rock with J. Cole, but it's like when you do tough talk like that, I can't. It's that don't hit the same for J. Cole because it's just like, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like
I think I think I think Cole has less of a hurdle to get over that feeling with people than Drake does. Of well, not of being yeah, kind of Drake what Drake does. I think
maybe.
J. Cole has less of a hurdle to get over. Like more
Maybe.
people will be like, J. Cole's back. He's back doing his thing. He did that little spiff. But I feel like because of the scope of the stuff with Drake, it's gonna take a little more time for
I
Drake
just
to
think
get
it's
over that.
trendy. All it was really trendy. It's trendy to hate Drake right now. When someone on top, eventually people get tired of you. I remember when Beyonce was like this for a while. They was like, she on everything. We tired of her. Or Lil Wayne for his run. They're like, we tired of Lil Wayne on everything, all these mixtapes. I think people just get tired of you. You go down for a little bit and then they like the redemption of you coming back. But I think it got trendy to say you don't like Drake right now. Because before the battle, I wasn't seeing all this talk online about I hate Drake, I hate this. The people that just don't like him forever, like the Charlemagnes, the Emmanuels, you hear it from them.
Yeah, man.
But everybody else, the collective internet, you wasn't hearing that. So I think it's just trendy, and then it will flip again. Like his numbers are
Well,
right
if
back.
it's trendy because of Kendrick Lamar. It's
Sure.
trendy because he did that. He did that to him. You know
Yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
And so
Definitely.
I don't know if it's trendy or not. Only time will tell. You
Yeah.
know, we'll see.
I
We'll
just be
see. But
looking at
right
the
now
numbers. If his numbers was down, then I'd be like, dang. But
well, his numbers are down. He
then
might be number
everybody's
one,
numbers
but
are
it's not
down.
the same as they were. I mean, they were going down before even the Kendrick battle. His last couple albums were people were saying weren't hitting as much and stuff like that
Yeah.
before. So it was already like he wasn't going to be the top guy for another 10 years or nothing. But this kind of seemed like it definitely accelerated what could be the downfall. But I think he could also possibly come back with hits. But what he's dropped thus far, I think he's dropped like 10 songs or something. Everything is just met with either backlash, not hitting, or not getting the same thing. The numbers you could go by the numbers and say that people are listening. Everybody's gonna listen because they're interested. What is Drake gonna do next? That's gonna be the number one because they're like, oh, what's he gonna do? But with each thing that he's dropped, it's not even people like academics and his people are admitting to and saying, I think the reason it's not going like we all want, like they come up with all these excuses, but there is something there.
It's up fire.
I'm up is fire. I don't care what none
What's
of
I'm
y'all
up
say.
again? The one with Young Thug?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that song. But it's not. I don't bump it all the time. I don't know how off it's going in the world.
But my thing is, there's no way that people are bumping the last Kendrick song. It's like that's like the last that song is a one time.
Well, it's not really to
maybe
bump
twice,
to.
and then that's it.
Not really.
It's just here and gone.
Yeah, but it's not really. It wasn't really a bop. It was more of a
Yeah, it was.
statement.
Yeah, that wasn't a bop.
So, like,
I want to bring up this. So I seen this. Let me share my screen. This was just a funny. First, it was a funny thing. I had to go find the video, but let me share. So Sewage erupt sprays poop on cars. So it's poop rained down on cars and pedestrians on a busy street in China when sewage pipes carrying human waste exploded and sent doo-doo way up in the air. Video of the
Bruh.
volcano at the link below. So I was like, all right, I gotta go find the volcano. So I thought that was in the same link. Hold on, let me stop and then go to the link with the volcano. Oh, here you go.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine, you just got in an argument with your girl. You might have lost your job. Something else happened. Now you driving down the highway. And you like, there's no way this day could get any worse.
Nah, I
And
can
then
tell
a
you.
poop explosion hits your damn car.
Nah, you on the right track, but you didn't hit the joke that needed to be hit.
All right, what?
Imagine KT out there and saying, "Not again."
Again?
Again?
See, if I'm in my car, I'm gonna be mad, but I'm in my car. If I was walking and it happened, that's when it's tragic.
I'm be so mad, but
Well, it depends. If you in your car and the windows down, even if
Well, I'm
even
saying
if
you
a
can still get up
couple
because
even
look at
if a
them
couple
guys on the
particles
scooter
get in
right
your
there.
car.
Look at the guys on the scooter right there. They're having a bad day.
Oh, look how far the spread is.
Oh
Turn
no.
around
I don't
immediately.
believe that has to be just dust. That's
No,
poop.
that's doo-doo dust.
Doo-doo dust.
Yeah, doo-doo dust.
Damn. The last thing you will see on the highway is DDD.
Yeah, DDD.
Oh my God. We
Oh
have a DD.
no.
There was a DDD attack on the highway last night.
Oh, those are logs.
Oh,
Oh,
just shit.
wait, go back.
Just shit.
Go back. You can see the logs. Look at the logs right here. Well, look at them
Oh, yeah,
flying
yeah.
on the logs.
Oh.
Oh,
Nah.
that is
Uh-uh.
terrible.
See, anyone on a scooter, that's terrible, man.
Oh yeah,
Or
it got
imagine if
all in
your house
it
was
got all
around
in your
there.
mouth.
If it was
Oh.
on a house around there.
Yeah, doo-doo dust, nigga.
That's not dust, that's liquid.
Yeah, that's liquid. Liquid.
Yeah, that's just oh my God.
Blue particle. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
And ain't no suing nobody in China either.
Yeah.
Because the government got everything. So they just gonna be like, nothing to see here.
Yeah, like, nope. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry
See
about
nothing.
Did Emmanuel, did you see that Michael B. Jordan trailer?
Yeah, the slave joint, right? Or no, he not slave, but it's like
Slave.
but it takes place, huh?
in the
It's called,
1930s. Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Sinners.
yeah.
That
Sinners,
thing
yeah.
looked good.
Look good. It look good. Yeah,
It look cool. Kind of remind me of the what was that show on HBO?
Oh yeah, with Jonathan Majors.
Yeah,
I watched that show. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Man, why
it's
can't
kind
they-
it's kind of that, and I'm just so happy that it's an original. I'm
Yeah.
so tired of these remakes. I'm happy that it's an original movie.
Is
So-
it original?
and it
I
looked
wasn't even
good.
sure. Okay.
And then it didn't even like really show anything. And I love trailers like that. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I gotta watch.
That was the first trailer, unless they show something in the second.
That's true. That's true. But at least on the first one, it's like this is how you do trailers. Because most trailers tell you every little detail. So
you remember one of our favorite trailers of all time that we always think about, Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
That's one of our favorite trailers.
I could have swore that was Godzilla.
Yeah, they did that.
Swore it was Godzilla.
And they didn't
played off that.
They didn't give us nothing else. Like that was it. We was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was great marketing.
So here's my weekly asking Emmanuel if he's seen something question.
Okay.
Did you see the Alabama game? Emmanuel.
Unless he's just not there.
Emmanuel.
Oh, he put it in the chat. No, that's
Yeah.
different. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I said I saw them booing. I mean, cheering for Trump.
Did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch the game.
Did you see the Colorado game?
No, I didn't watch any college football. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I
Yeah.
don't know why you're asking me that. I don't often watch college football, but you know,
Yeah, but I mean, these are, it's a big game.
they are big games. They are.
They said there was 100,000 people at the Alabama game.
It looked like it. It looked like it looked crazy.
Anywho, one thing I want to talk about, it was a good game. But Ryan Williams is 17-year-old phenom. Like he came out of nowhere, their first game of the season, West Kentucky. That's when I didn't know nothing about him until that game, because then the highlights was all over my timeline because he had 2 catches and they were both touchdowns, 84 yards and 60 yards. And they was like, he's only 17. He skipped his senior year of high school and went to college. So I like, that's impressive. And then the next game, he had a touchdown. And then the next game, he had a touchdown or 177 yards. I'm like, all right, this guy balling. But I'm like, still, he ain't played like the top yet. But he played Georgia, which is a top-ranked defense, top-ranked team.
As
and
always.
what he did to them was phenomenal. But did you not see the last play he did? The one game? Can you pull that up, Ron?
Also, but let me say, Manuel, Georgia wasn't supposed to be in this game. That's the funny, but they was down 28-0 first quarter.
So the dude was picking them apart at the beginning.
I mean, Alabama was
he on Alabama, the dude I'm talking about. So Alabama,
he was picking apart Georgia at the beginning.
They all were. There's everybody. Everything was the quarterback more. The quarterback was running and scoring, and it was the quarterback. He couldn't be stopped. But Georgia came back. And what happened was Georgia came back and took the lead with 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Mind you, they ain't led the whole game.
They didn't lead the whole game. They just came back, and now they feeling like we're going to win this thing because now Alabama got to drive. And on the very first play, this is what happens when Alabama got the ball back after Georgia just took the lead.
How much time is left?
2 minutes and 31 seconds.
So this is where I'm going to show where they took the lead. Okay, let me share my screen.
Have you seen Archie Manning?
Yeah.
His highlights look crazy.
Yeah, he balling too.
He's the most athletic man ever.
I'm about to say
except for the granddad, he got his granddad's DNA.
No,
he got 2 great uncles. So, okay, so
he got 3. The other one was.
I said that corner having nightmares, nigga.
Play it back one more time.
I don't understand how
back shoulder, so the corner don't see the ball, the receiver see the ball.
Yeah,
when you throw a back shoulder, so he already had disadvantage.
Look at this shot. That little
he trying anything.
But he's playing it. I was gonna say, so you can see when they replay it and see the other angle. But
so they won off that right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he had another catch in the game. It was a deep shot down the middle that got tipped up, and then he tipped it back to himself, spin and catch it. Like, this dude a beast. He only 17.
Yeah, he looks slim as hell. Small, kind of. Like
he 170. They said he 175.
How tall?
I think he like 6 feet.
Yeah, I think like 6 feet.
Something like that. 175.
Emmanuel, you know somebody personally that has skipped a grade and went to college as well.
Who's that?
Baby Luke.
Say what?
He in college right now.
He skipped a grade?
Did you send him them pictures?
I gotta send him the latest picture. Yeah,
his brain is actually the size of his head. It fits the size of his head.
He's actually a genius. He's an evil genius.
Wow. I gotta see a picture of what he looks like now, man. That's incredible.
Pull it up, show him now. That you got it.
Well, we got to show them first where he comes from if they don't remember who Luke is.
They remember, baby. If you an OG Dormtainment, Baby Luke. It was the only baby we ever used in our skits. Halloween, I mean, the Catch a Predator, all that.
Nah, there was that other baby, but he ain't make it.
I don't know what baby that is, but it will.
It was a bad set that day.
Gotcha. Let me show. Oh, here we go.
Yo, oh my God. This nigga looks like a straight Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
When I was in college, I was holding him in my arms. Now he in college. That's crazy.
That is wild. He looked like he about to go rap with Logic. What in the world?
Yeah,
This is
that's
He
crazy.
look
crazy,
like he a
dog.
quarterback. You know, this how all the quarterbacks
He do
look
like a
like.
quarterback. He
He looked
do
like he hang out with all the Currys and everybody on Golden State. He
like.
just, oh
Yeah,
my, God.
I was like,
That
that's
is
crazy. He'll
incredible.
be. I think he turned 18 December 1st.
So, and how long has he been in college? This is his first year?
Yeah, this is so he just got in there.
That's incredible, B. That's
Yeah,
what's up, man. That touches my heart right there.
Your little brother gonna do that too.
yeah, that he smart.
His little brother a genius, dog.
I think he
Who,
just
Luke's little brother?
No, wrong, little brother.
my
Oh, he
Gideon
is?
the
Yeah,
little.
like he didn't get none of that from wrong.
Good stuff. I like
He gonna be like, shut up, you went to art school.
Like
you,
his
you do
little,
comedy.
his
You
little
did
brother want to
comedy.
be his little. This how smart his little brother. His little brother want to be a brain surgeon.
Yeah, you want to be a brain surgeon.
Oh, he definitely Ethiopian. Oh yeah, that's them Ethiopian roots. He gonna become a doctor, do brain surgery,
Absolutely.
all this stuff. That's
He
oh for sure.
this nigga
They
invest.
they say he's in sixth grade, but he's doing seventh grade work because he's bored with the sixth grade work.
He bored. He told the
That's
teacher.
that's awesome.
He told the teacher to follow him to the principal office because he don't think she know what she talking about.
That's what I like.
That's
That's
it.
the
That's
stuff I like that. Yeah.
He said, "You come with me because I don't think you know what you talking about. I guess this got to be wrong. This got to
Hey
be wrong."
man, just to figure out how we can make this work. Maybe we can start a drug run with him. He can develop some cocaine, maybe the newest type of cocaine on the streets.
Do like
No,
Breaking Bad.
he'll be like Marty in Ozark. He'll launder
There
it.
we go.
That's
I mean,
what
we
he.
already got the laundering situation with comedy trap house. We could just
That's true.
literally
That's
just
fair.
we
Fair.
can sneak in. We do comedy.
They're like, man, they said looking nice all of a sudden. What's going on?
wait. They all have mansions in different states as they stream.
He'll be arrested like them crypto scammers.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I went back and read that story. I was like, this is insane.
I'm ready for the updates. I heard they had appeared in court, but I've been trying to follow it because this is just too interesting. I just want to
Yeah.
know what they're facing, how many years.
That Netflix doc is going to be so stupid when they replay that video of them celebrating online.
Yeah.
We did it.
Like, what are you doing, you idiot?
Crazy, man.
You got anything else? I mean, or
What else happened in the world? I didn't see the newest episode of Penguin. I'm about to watch that. I need to watch that sometime.
I gotta watch that, the new one.
Because it don't come out on the site until the next day, so I can't. I wanted to watch, but
my team is seemingly doing well right now. Any of y'all, what y'all looking like? I know my quarterback is possibly the best out of this draft.
Possibly, yeah.
The boy in Chicago don't seem like he's quite there yet. Not to say he won't get there, but
JJ McCarthy hurt. Bo Nix is still getting in his rhythm. So yeah, he might be out of the
and Westbrook didn't get to play yet. Penix.
What team is he on?
Atlanta. But you know,
because
Kirk Cousins started, so he didn't get a chance. But out of the top thus far, definitely your quarterback playing the best, which I don't like at all.
Thank God.
I was like, they got 42 points. They said last time y'all scored 42 points was 2015, 2016. I was like, he balling out there.
More like 1916.
Like 1916. But yeah, all of our teams won this week. It was ugly. Mine was definitely ugly.
Who'd y'all play?
Aaron Rodgers, the Jets.
Oh yeah, I did watch the beginning.
We had a 10-game. We had a road streak. So last week was on the road. This week, and we won both road games. Now let's see if we can win at home. But we won both.
That was a low scoring game, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was just defense. It was rainy. It was ugly. Yeah. It was ugly.
I only watched 2 games this Sunday. I watched the Eagles game because I wanted to see them lose, and I'm happy they finally lost because they be getting lucky, man. But man, Jalen Hurts, man. Been trying to tell y'all, man, that one season was an outlier. He don't look like that guy. Like, it's just not good. And
He looked like
the
he need
Eagle
to play.
fans are starting to realize they were going off on Twitter. Like, we did it again. We got 1 year out of a quarterback, pay him all this money, and then they just regress. This is Wentz 2.0. And I just love every bit
I
of
want
it.
to.
Imagine how New York feels with that trash.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they knew he was bad when they paid him. At least when they paid Jalen Hurts
What?
coming off a
They
good
knew he was
season.
bad when they paid him.
Yeah, everyone was baffled by why they paid him over Saquon. Like, no one knew.
Crazy.
Like,
And
it's
Saquon
Saquon.
Saquon just a beast.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
a beast. The only reason Eagles even close to got those
Yeah, it's
wins they
because of
got
him.
because of Saquon.
Yeah,
Because
especially
without him,
especially to be a beast off of his injuries like that. Yeah, he doing his thing. I want to say, so remember, man, you remember how like I'm not doing fantasy football and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm at Gomez's house, and Gomez was like, "Do you do sports betting?" I was like, "Bro, we did a DraftKings. That shit was stressful." I was like, "Not really." He was like, "Well, DraftKings can be stressful because you got the over under and all that stuff. Have you ever heard of Prize Picks?" And I was like, "Nah." So he shows me Prize Picks, and it's like pretty simple. You can bet by like either they're gonna get more than this many yards or less than this many yards, or
Right. It's like not
it's
parlay, but
just super simple. Yeah.
yeah, prop
And
bets.
yeah, and he was like with Prize Picks, and this is not sponsored, y'all. I'm just literally just talking about it. He was like with Prize Picks, he was like, if you bet $20, the outcome of it is like, oh, I could win 250 sometimes or 100.
Right.
I was like, that's not bad. I shouldn't have did it.
You
Shouldn't
won?
did it. No. I have won. I won $160 already. But yesterday I want to talk about what I had. So for six, I had 6 picks. If I hit all 6, I would receive $950.
Oh wow.
One was Mike Evans to get receiving touchdown.
well, start with the one you did for college, because that one was a good one. You almost got that.
Oh, I almost had that one too. What was let me see if it has my pass.
You said Shador had to throw 2 touchdowns.
I had Travis Hunter a touchdown. I had it. I had the QB. I had Shador 2 touchdowns. I got it. I had the Bama wide receiver Ryan Williams. Touchdown. The only one I was missing, I was
The running back.
30 yards short from the running back for the UCF game, and I would have had $600, but instead I got $60. But I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I guess. Damn.
But then this the one that pissed me off yesterday. So I had Mike Evans to get a touchdown. I was like, all right, bet I got that. Mm-hmm. Justin Jefferson, all he needed was a touchdown, which I knew. I was like, Justin got to get one at least. So
right.
Derek Carr to throw for 200 yards. That was iffy. We could have went the other way, but he got the 200 yards. Alvin Kamara to get more than 64 rushing yards. Also could have been iffy if the run game got stopped, but I did that. Caleb Williams, he just needed 0.5 passing yards. So I was like, cool.
That's it?
The last one pissed me off. I needed Aaron Jones to run in 1 touchdown. This nigga did not run in 1 touchdown.
Oh.
I did not receive $950. I received $50.
Oh.
I said,
damn.
Aaron Jones, come on, my nigga.
Damn.
I said, see, now I done got addicted to, because it's like small bets. It's like $20 here, $10.
Yeah, and what you can win back is so much.
Yeah.
It's so enticing.
I was like, come on, dog.
Damn, dog.
Look, I did another one for the ninth game. I could win $850 if niggas act right. We'll see. we'll see.
All right.
I think Cam got knocked out by the Macon Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he said his power just went out, so.
Okay, all right. It's all
that
good.
Macon power got knocked. Not even Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna call you after this, my man, because I got to talk to you about something. But yeah, I'll call you after. But yeah, we can shut it down.
Anything else? I could swear there was one more thing to talk about. I might be missing, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it for this week.
And that's it, man. Y'all stay safe out there. We head to Morocco Sunday, so we'll probably do a rerun for next.
Oh,
Monday.
nice.
Okay. Then we'll be back. We'll be back right after that. So we like 8 days gone, 7-8 days. So we'll be right back.
Bet that up.
Bet that up.
Bet that up. Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe, do all the cute things. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see you on the next episode.
All right.
Yeah,
Peace.
I'm